5 creative songwriting tools to write better songs. Next on Music Surgery with me, Dr. Bob. Hey you guys, quickly before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And don't forget to check out the Doctor's Lounge, my store, and the links to some great samples below in the description of this video. We all know that songwriting is an elusive creature because there's no right way or wrong way to go about it. And you're only limited to how far your imagination can take you. Now, having said that is like saying there's no right way or wrong way to bake a cake. But having some direction and technique that you've learned from the greatest bakers in the world definitely up your odds for a tastier dessert. Same goes with songwriting. There are no rules, but here are some tools that I've found that can help you to express your thoughts more clearly, expand your songwriting process, allow for better communication and co-writes, and write more songs. Watch this. All right, you guys, here is a song I've actually already written, but we're going to write it, we're going to rewrite it, we're going to break it down, we're going to back engineer it so you can tell what the process was to write it, why I did certain things, why I didn't do certain things, whatever. Now, you can like the song or not, but these are 5 things that I think really help you in your framework to write a song. Now, obviously, all rules can be broken because this is art, but I've learned these things from other writers, watching other writing sessions, and they've helped me even when I write alone. Great framework for your mind, your artistic mind. So, the first one is, think of a cool title, an interesting title. Because once you write lyrically from that title, once you develop that title, you know what you can write around it and how you can develop that title. Say, for instance, my song is A Red Race Car. That's the title. So I could write about how the race car looks, how fast it goes, how I race people on the race car, how it feels to drive it. So you see, if the red race car is the main focus, I can go out from that and to do cool verse stuff, and then my main focus in the chorus is red race car. So anyway, this song is not called Red Race Car. So in thinking of a cool title, I hear things in movies, I hear things on the radio, I hear people say things, and I'm always putting cool titles into my phone, in my notes or whatever. And I was driving home and I heard John Mayer come on the radio, and I thought, here's a guy that everybody knows. He's got a lot of respect from musicians, and he's had a pop career. He plays blues guitar, he plays rock guitar, he's played with the Dead, he's played with some of my favorite musicians, Steve Jordan, Pino Palladino, Greg Phillinganes. Anyway, so I just thought this is an interesting character. He's been with all kinds of women. He's extremely funny. So I thought, is there a song? Is there something to John Mayer that I'd like to write about? I mean, probably not. But, when things come into my mind, I try to let them pass through and see if there's something I can grab onto. And I thought, well, if I did write a song about John Mayer, would it be, about how famous he is, or it would be good to be John Mayer, or how talented he is, or someone that looked like John Mayer? I don't know. I was just going through some, real remedial mental process to just free of all rules, free of all pressure. Let's just see, is there something here? I don't know. And I thought, well, what would be an interesting kind of shocking title about John Mayer? A title. And I thought, it just popped into my head, like things do. Like we draw from inspiration. We don't know where it comes from a lot of the time. I hate John Mayer. If I saw that title, I'd be like, whoa, what? Huh? Why does that person hate John Mayer? What's this song about? So I batted that around in my head, thought, well, what does that mean? Why would I? And I thought, what if I hated John Mayer because someone I love broke up with me while John Mayer was playing on the radio? That's interesting. Now we have a story. about how I love this girl I was with. I love John Mayer. She broke up, but now I hate John Mayer because it reminds me of that. Oh, there's some meat on that bone. There's some fat there. Could be a cool story. So that was my first thing. I thought, all right, I hate John Mayer. Let me write about that, and I promise we'll get to this. But this is all what I've learned through the years of these great writers. These are great processes. So musically, which I'm not going to touch on as much, I always wanted to write a song like Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's, or Time of My Life by Green Day, or Blackbird. Kind of just a picking acoustic guitar strings kind of accompaniment, like beautiful song. So because I'm so terrible at picking guitar, it would take forever. And this is all about the writing process. I wanted to get something down that I could start trying out some melodies to. So I went on these two programs and I just programmed some chords that I thought were cool. Obviously, this is Addictive Drums, but this is a sound nylon guitar in Halion, and this is a sound in Opus, which is East-West, and it's the Blackbird Beatles acoustic guitar kind of sample sound. So anyway, that's that. So now it's time for me to try some melodic type situation and see what I can sing over the top of it. Now, I have some cheat notes here. Cheat note number 2, or song advice out of my 5, number 2. Normally, I would write a song that would be intro, verse, pre-section, chorus. Re-intro, verse, pre-section, chorus. That verse might be a little shorter, then maybe a bridge, and then a breakdown chorus, and then chorus out. It's a very pop structure. But as this song would have it, as I started to sing along, it kind of just felt like a long stanza, and then another long stanza, and then a bridge, and then another long stanza. So don't be afraid to break your chorus, your typical songwriting structure up. Because although I wanted this song to be a verse and then a big chorus, here comes the big chorus, the chorus isn't so big on this. It almost feels like the end of a stanza. Almost like yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. I believe in yesterday, suddenly. That doesn't, there's not a real chorus there. And I guess, why'd she have to go? I don't know. That seems like a bridge to me. So that song isn't so verse chorusy. This song may be kind of more in breaking the traditional roadmap up. So do what your heart says. Now, topic number 3 of the 5 things I want to show. Come up with an opening line that's going to jar people or really make them think or shock them or really make them get into the song. Like, oh gosh, they just said that. What is this? So, keeping all those 3 things in mind, right here in red is my first verse. So I just sang a bunch of melodies, and this seemed to be something that struck a chord with me. I can't expect anyone else to like it if I don't like it. So songs like this that I'm really writing for myself, not to be pitched, I'm just writing because I think it's cool. So here's what I wrote for the first verse, and we'll go over this. I hate John Mayer. It was his song that was playing on the radio the night you told me it was over. I hate John Mayer, 'cause his melodies are tattooed on the memory I lost you, and I still feel like your man, even though I know I can't. So this in the red being the verse, this is kind of a pre-chorus, but basically, I hate John Mayer because you left me the night that was on the radio. On the radio,
the night you told me over. I hate John Mayer, 'cause his melodies are tattooed on the memory I lost you.
So now his melodies are tattooed on the memory that I lost you. So all of these great songs that I loved about him so for all these years are now ruined because you broke up with me when he was on the radio. Now I did something clever here in the short little pre.
Lost you, and I still feel like your man, even though I know I can't.
And I still feel like your man, even though I know I can't. I thought what would be clever in the pre to set this up, if I could think of something clever, what would be something clever about John Mayer? I mean, just like I said about the red race car. You could talk about the color of it, the speed of it, blah, blah, blah. I thought, well, would there be a song title that John Mayer sings in his catalog that would work there? He has a phenomenal song called Still Feel Like Your Man. So I thought, I'm going to steal that. It brings us closer to John Mayer. It's kind of a clever moment, and it fits our story. So that's our first verse and what I'm calling pre. Now, I guess you could call this yellow section here a chorus, but it really kind of just feels like a continuation of this. So let's listen from the pre to we're calling this a chorus.
Lost you, and I still feel like your man, even though I know I can't. I turn him off whenever he comes on, 'cause he reminds me how we used to sing along. And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs, but now I hate John Mayer. I hate John Mayer.
Okay, so, and obviously this is a rough vocal. You're hearing click, bleed. I'm just showing you all this naked. Nothing is refined. This is the writing process right at the beginning. So I turn him off whenever he comes on, because it reminds us how we used to sing along.
Because he reminds me how we used
to sing along.
And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs.
And it sucks because I used to love all his songs, but now I hate John Mayer, which is kind of cool because it's not John Mayer's fault, but to us it is. So we have and obviously I changed the chordal chorus pattern here, the chords to just do something differently. And all of this is not a teachable process. It's just hunting and pecking until you find something that resonates with you. So our story so far is I hate John Mayer because you broke up with me when he was playing, and it sucks because I used to love all his songs. Now I hate John Mayer. So let's go to our shorter second verse and another pre here.
I hate John Mayer.
Start with the same line. Why not? It's a title of our song. It's a great opening line, and it enforces what we're talking about.
I hate John Mayer. My man crush on him ain't over, but until I find some closure, I'm waiting on the world to change, to get back to our yesterdays.
Okay, more tongue-in-cheek here because the whole song is tongue-in-cheek. I don't really hate John Mayer. I don't know John Mayer. But it's his. Now I hate him because of what has happened. So, tongue-in-cheek, I hate John Mayer. My man crush on him ain't over, but until I find some closure, I'm waiting on the world to change, which again here, waiting on the world to change is a John Mayer song. Waiting on the world to change. Incredible song. So I used the same concept in the pre. Use one of those. Waiting on the world to change.
To get back to our yesterday.
To get back to our yesterdays. You're longing for the past when you were back with the girl. So, second chorus, same thing.
And I turn him off whenever he comes on, 'cause he reminds me how we used to sing along. And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs, but now I hate John Mayer. I hate John Mayer.
So, same chorus. If you call it a chorus, same end of the stanza or whatever. So we've built up. Now this is the fourth thing I want to mention, is that in the verses we're free to tell the story in a little more window dressing and be a little more wordy and really give it some color, give it some scenery. Whereas the chorus, you kind of want to support all that, but to be the main theme. And in the chorus, you really want not only to make it melodically singable, but you have to write words that sound good with the melody. Many times you can write a phrase or a few words with the melody, and you go, that just doesn't sound good coming out. Certain words close down, big vowels, A, John Mayer, open up. So remember that. So now we come to our bridge, and I want to get us kind of out of this mode of this finger picking where we've had two different places, but I want to go to one more different chordal place. And what else can we say about John Mayer here? I have his records, and what do I do? And, Ben Folds had a song about something about he broke up with the girl, and he said in the song, "Give me my black T-shirts back." And I thought this would be great. Now my concert T-shirt, my John Mayer concert T-shirt, is ruined, which lets you know once again how much I loved his songs, because I must have gone to his show to get a concert T-shirt, but he's ruined everything because his song was playing when this girl broke up with me. So here we kind of have that bit that comes up with a little bit chordal difference in the bridge, just to break it up from where we've been.
I hate John Mayer. Took his concert T-shirt to the Goodwill store. Love the way it looked, but I can't wear it anymore. And I turn him off whenever.
So there you go. Took his concert T-shirt to the Goodwill store. Love the way it looked, but I just can't wear it anymore. So another thing I want to show here is sometimes in the chorus, it's good to go melodically higher to separate the verse from the chorus. Now, I've said this, I didn't really view this as a chorus. I viewed it as more of an end of a stanza, but maybe it is a chorus. So
I turn him off whenever he comes on, 'cause he reminds me how
so that's kind of melodically where I'm singing the chorus.
the night you told me it was over.
I turn him off. So I'm going up a little bit. Sometimes if we need a little more gas when it comes to the chorus like that, an easy thing to do is sing a harmony with it. Many times when I'm in the writing stage, I don't get bogged down by other ideas and try to put parts in or whatever. But if I do hear a harmony or something, I'll throw it down roughly very fast so I remember it later. And here's what the harmony would be, possibly, to the chorus.
I'm waiting on the world to change, to get back to our yesterdays. And I turn him off whenever he comes on, 'cause he reminds me how we used to sing along. And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs, but now I hate John Mayer. I hate John.
So that's roughly what a harmony could be. There could always also be a third below it. Another thing that I do is if I hear other parts, I'll just sing them down really fast to just remind me later, hey, this could be cool. And this could be, if I heard Beatles strings in this or something, or some ooze, this is what something could be in the chorus. Again, I say I don't get bogged down with this, but while I'm writing, if something comes to my head, I want to get it down here and address it later. So here's what strings or ooze could be during a chorus.
I turn them off whenever he comes on, 'cause he reminds me how we used to sing along. And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs, but now I hate John Mayer. I hate John Mayer. I hate John.
So that's it. And one last thing at the end in purple here. After I'd written all this, I thought, okay, well, we're good. Let me write a tag, to kind of give it some finality. So here's...
me how we used to sing along, and it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs. Now I hate John Mayer.
So the phrasing is different there to give the song some finality.
And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs.
But now I hate John Mayer is how the other choruses go. And we have a little more room here to give it one last breath.
And it sucks 'cause I used to love all his songs. Now I hate John Mayer. I hate John Mayer.
Now, in this purple part here, I was going to sing again, I hate John Mayer. And I think I did that. And as I was driving one day, just thinking about, is that song done? I really like it. I like the story I've told. Melodically, it feels good. Is there anything about John Mayer I haven't covered? I mean, there's no pressure. I feel like I finished the song. And one more tidbit I remembered about John Mayer is that Taylor Swift wrote a pretty scathing song about him, Goodbye John, and was not happy with him when they broke up, as is many guys with Taylor Swift. But just so happens Mayer and Taylor rhyme. So this is one last punch in the gut at the end of the song.
I hate John Mayer, just like Taylor. I hate John Mayer.
Boom, just like Taylor. So I was pretty happy with that. So all in all, I hope all of those reasons for writing and writing certain lyrics and going to different places melodically, going to all kind of start to stew over in your brain why I did certain things, and finding a title and writing out from that and thinking about the different angles of that title. Make your chorus melody a little bigger, a little higher maybe. If it doesn't do it enough, add some harmonies. Opening lines, grab their attention, really grab their attention. Bring the listener in. Come up with a good title. Make those verses storytelling. Add some window dressing. Add some literal things. Even though I did in this song, the bridge, I added the T-shirt. Let me see what the T-shirt looks like. Things like that. So anyway, this is kind of what I've learned through the years. Some tips to write a better song that you can get your head around a title. I've learned this from lots of great songwriters. It's not stuff I made up. It's being around other people and taking in their processes. So I wanted to show you what I've taken in from great writers and spit it back to you. Well, there you go. Like I said, there are no rules, but these tools have helped me immensely to write better songs. Try them out and see how they work for you. Thanks as always for watching. Give me some comment love and a thumbs up below, and hit me at drbobmusicsurgery@gmail.com if you want to say hello or you want me to work on your music. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you the next time the doctor's in.